Hi, my name's Liz Franklin, and I'm the Senior Manager of Community-Based Mental Health Services at Clues. Today, I'm going to teach you two different breathing exercises that you can use to handle stress and control strong feelings. I chose breathing exercises because they're something that you don't need any special equipment for. Most of them you can do almost anywhere without people really noticing, and because they're a really effective way of turning off your body's alarm system. Now, when I talk about your body's internal alarm system, I mean the things that happen or the changes that happen in our body when we're feeling fear, but also intense anger, stress, anxiety, frustration, etc. So, when we feel one of those strong feelings, what can happen is that our body goes into fight or flight or freeze mode. So, our heart will start beating faster, we'll start breathing faster but more shallowly. We'll have a lot of energy that surges to our arms and our legs so that we can get ready to run or to fight. The parts of our brain that do our smartest thinking about actions and consequences and that think with words start to shut off so that energy can go into the parts of our brain that control our body. We might get stomach aches because our stomach will stop digesting food. And we think of that as a brain down reaction where our brain is driving our body, but we can use our body to send a signal back up to our brain to say that actually it's okay, we're safe, and we can be calm. And that works by making our body act already as if we know that it's safe or calm. So instead of our letting ourselves continue to breathe really quickly and shallowly, we're going to work really hard to slow down our breathing and to use more of our lungs or to do deeper breathing using our belly muscles. So the first exercise I'm going to teach you is called square breathing. And square breathing is great because it makes us slow down our breathing and it also makes us focus on something besides the thing that's scaring us or making us feel really anxious. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to draw a square to help us, is that when I trace this side of the square, we're going to breathe in slowly and using as much of our belly muscles as we can. When I trace this part of the square, we're just going to wait as a way of telling our body that we're safe and we can wait. We're going to exhale while we trace this side of the square, and then we're going to wait again while we go up on this side. So it's not a perfect square, but that's okay because it'll still work. All right, so we're going to practice this 3 times together while I trace the sides of the square. Try to match your breathing to the speed I'm tracing, but if you need to go a little bit faster or slower to be comfortable, that's okay. And we're going to practice this 3 times before I show you the next exercise. So ready, go. Now, the great thing about square breathing is that you can just imagine that square in your mind. You can trace a square on the inside of your palm or a little square on your leg if you want it to be below the table. There's lots of ways that you can do this without really calling attention to yourself. And again, it really helps you distract your mind from what's stressing you out in the moment. The other breathing exercise I want to teach you is a lot harder to get away with without people noticing, and you'll see why in a second. It's called volcano breathing. It's a strategy that I first learned to help the kids that I do therapy with because we try to involve as much of the body as possible in a lot of the things that we do with kids in therapy. But I really like it and have continued to use it myself, sometimes between meetings in my office, because I carry a lot of my stress and anxiety in my back. And this is an exercise that helps us loosen up that part of our body. So if that's a way that you carry stress, I'd really encourage you to try this. All right, so I'm going to scooch back so you can see what I'm doing. So with volcano breathing, we are the volcano and our hands are the lava. So we're going to start with the lava down still inside the cone of the volcano, and we're going to take a deep breath in while the lava is still there. And then while the lava starts to head up to the top of the volcano, we're going to hold our breath. So another way of telling our brain that we're okay, we can be slow and calm. And then when it erupts, we blow out. So we're going to try this 2 more times together, okay? In, wait, and big breath out with the eruption. All right. There's lots of other good videos out there on the internet that can teach you other kinds of breathing exercises. But again, those are two of my favorites, and I hope that you can find them useful. Thanks.